Oh, nice.
Not what I was expecting.
No way.
Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Wow.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff.
Hi.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
The farm?
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Oh, great, okay. Thank you.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Okay. Ugh.
Good morning, Miss White.
No, come
You're
on.
late.
God damn it. Oh.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Start oinking. Oink places. Yellow Brick Roadhouse. Never noticed that before. Oh, God.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I know this isn't your ideal situation here.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her,
Yeah.
she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Colin gets to stay.
That's bullshit, Bigby, and you know it. You're all fucking corrupt.
Saying goodbye?
Oh, Nerissa. Hello. Rough rainy day.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Yeah.
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if you...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own.
Okay.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out...
Right.
I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence? I had to.
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Nerissa.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Right.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her. Or anyone.
Yeah.
I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
What happened at the end there? What was that? That was confusing. Okay. What did you do to Georgie? You and 68.6% of players killed Georgie. Did you give the Crooked Man a trial? 89%. Like, well, that's pretty popular. Well, yeah, he was already dying. That was merciful. How did you punish the Crooked Man? Chose to imprison. Right down the middle. Sign of a truly tough decision. Of course why would you ever not accept TJ's gift for Snow? Hope I've done some good here. 54% of people said that, you know. I think that's kind of telling. Wow. Okay. Brace yourself. Oh, okay. Right, okay, I was preparing for that loud credits. Special stats. Brisa, you impressed her with your detective skills. Bluebird, you fought him after the interrogation. You offered him protection at the business office for the butcher. Gave him a drink when he asked for one. You help him to avoid the farm. You took him back to the witching well. You imprisoned him. Faith, deceased. You gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. Gren, you drank with Gren after Lily's funeral. Snow, you brought her along with you to the trip trap. You promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. Tiny Tim, you chose to wait for him. TJ, you accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. Where's the rest of them? Really? Is that it? Ow! Bloody credits. Last time. Swear to God. Back to the animal. always find a new name to laugh at. Toe Baxter the statue dog? Weird. Yeah. Fables comics for everybody who wants to read on. I know I'll be slightly sad to leave this all behind. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my Let's Play of The Wolf Among Us by Telltale Games. And that was episode 5. That was... wow. It does feel like a conclusion, and they did everything there that we wanted to do. Get Bloody Mary and bring down the Crooked Man. And that was it, the two things. Wow. I'm not entirely sure, like, again, like, I find each of the episodes leave me with this kind of like a different feeling. And obviously, you know, one was, you know, a cliffhanger, and it's like, oh no, a cliffhanger. Second was Crane, you bastard. Third was holy shit, that was awesome. Fourth was can't wait until the next one. Fifth was, and now it's over. And it feels over. Telltale Games has a nasty habit of leaving, quite frankly, mean cliffhangers of a certain kind. And yes, there was one at the end there, but I feel like it's like this story is over and I can leave this behind now. I don't know what that revelation was that I had at the end there. It seemed to be that I was working something out. I don't know what it was. I guess the only thing I can say is that the reason I said go after her instead of let her go was because I don't want to leave jobs half finished anymore, not as Bigby, and it's not something I tend to do as a person as well. Well, or at least I like to say that. Wait a minute, hold up. Hi, post-commentary Joe here, coming in during the editing process because I've had a little bit of time to think about what that ending bit may have been. And I came up with a slight suspicion based on the idea that they were comparing things that Nerissa and Faith had said and like similarities between them, like kind of weird similarities. So I thought, wait a second, and I will admit I actually did go look it up to see whether or not I was onto something, and yes, it seems like what they were trying to get at was that Nerissa, the Nerissa that we spoke to, could have been Faith in disguise. It's entirely possible. I think I remember mentioning, I don't remember which episode I mentioned this, but some of the evidence just wasn't adding up. Like, timelines were adding up, and I could probably like draw on more examples if it hadn't been so long since I last played the episodes, but it kind of makes sense that would be. I mean, Swinehart mentioned, like, during that wee flashback bit as well, that he needed more time with Faith's body. So if that's true, that's really interesting, and I'm certainly really glad that I went after Faith, because I would have done that if I'd known it. Not necessarily to like bring her back or arrest her, but just to confront that. So yeah, interesting. I do think the game could have done a better job of anchoring that, quite honestly, because at the end there, instead of like feeling all concluded and shit, I just kind of felt a little bit confused until I had a bit of time to actually think about it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that went and looked that up afterwards. So yeah, that was it. That's kind of interesting, huh? I'll let you get back to watching the end of my actual live commentary. But yeah, that was really good. It's left me with this kind of melancholy feeling because, you know, something which has been going on in this, and I've seen The Walking Dead, and I feel like this almost drove it home more that what I said there at the end to Nerissa, what's done is done, I think that was the moral of it. You're timed in your decisions you need to make. You gotta make them quickly, even if you're not sure whether or not it's the right one. And even if you find out later it wasn't the right one, you just have to keep moving forward. Because a good chunk of Fabletown disagree with me sparing the Crooked Man, and a good bunch agreed. And I'm willing to bet that there'll be people who watch this video who disagree with the way I handled certain things. I think probably sending Toad to the farm was maybe the thing if I was to go back in time, I would probably change that. I have a bit of money, you know, I could have given it to him. I was hoping for the opportunity to give it to him at the end there. But no, they'll go to the farm, and later on, hopefully, Snow and I I think Snow and I can reconcile. I don't think I've burned any major bridges there. It was obviously a bit of a blow to Snow that the town chose me to make a decision as opposed to her. But she'll get over that. What won't help is the fact that she gets letting Bluebeard go right to the front of the line. I thought we were changing stuff, and I don't know, it just seemed like a very familiar scene I left there in the woodlands. Either way, once you make a decision, whether or not you feel like you had the time to make the one that you thought was best, or whether or not you just like go with your instincts, gut instincts, wolfish if you will, you just have to live with them. And I've noticed that also about several other characters in The Wolf Among Us. You could almost notice that people around you were making these decisions too. The Crooked Man was, I think, in the end very selfish. Like almost entirely selfish. A bad guy true and true. I don't think he actually cared genuinely about any of the fables that were under his yoke. Georgie making the tough decision to kill the girls because otherwise the Crooked Man would kill Valerie. Snow making the decision to give Crane to the Crooked Man as opposed to let me die. And Nerissa making such a tough decision to tell Georgie with the intention of getting a reduced punishment, and it blowing up so much in her face. And she maybe could have seen that coming, but it's really easy to say that in retrospect. And so, whilst I've been like nervous every time going into playing this game because I wonder what decision I'm going to make which is going to come back and bite me later. But also, I don't feel alone as a character in this world doing that. I feel like almost every character, if this was the case, like every character's, whilst I'm sitting on this menu waiting to play the next episode, you got all like the characters who aren't in scenes like Snow White and Colin and stuff like that, just terrified about the decisions that they're going to have to make as I go on my way. But in the end, actually, I kind of feel good about most of the decisions I made, particularly at the end there, when we had On Trial the Crooked Man, and I was able to say that I've been trying to do things better. That I haven't been beating the shit out of suspects in custody, that I haven't been... I didn't burn Auntie Greenleaf's tree, and so on and so forth. So, whilst I regret a few choices, I feel strong enough in the ones that I did make. Maybe some of the larger choices that I feel good about that, and we brought the bastard down. And oh my god, that was such an intense scene. And oh my god, this has been The Wolf Among Us. It's been awesome. I've never really played like a Telltale Games series. I probably won't play another one on this channel just because it's kind of hard to commentate around, to be quite frank. You'll notice I'm a lot quieter during this than others, but never say never ever. If one catches my interest again, I might do it. But yeah, no, I've really, really enjoyed it. I mean, the quick time event combat is visceral. Being like visceral and fun to do that, and kind of fun to commentate over as well. The conversations were usually good. All the characters seemed really, really vivid. It was really, really well written throughout, I have to say. It feels very, very cohesive. Sometimes it can kind of feel like you don't know what choice. Well, I guess that's the point. I don't want to repeat myself, but sometimes it feels like the choices you make have slightly arbitrary consequences potentially. But having said that, maybe that's just me being paranoid, because I can't really call an example to mind. And being Bigby Wolf as well was a big part of what made this game enjoyable to me, because Bigby Wolf, look at him, is a badass. I love being that noir-style detective who is trying to do good, and that's me injecting it into myself, trying to do good, but also knew how to get good and angry. And the scene where we fought Bloody Mary, the multiple Bloody Marys, as the wolf, as my true wolf. What a rush. It was awesome. And that I think is possibly, that fight was the highlight of the whole game for me. Despite the fact I would have maybe have preferred to kill the... if I had to kill one of them, I would have maybe preferred to kill the snarky, sarcastic, condescending Bloody Mary as opposed to the demonic and, quite frankly, terrifying but also bestial Bloody Marys that I actually did kill in the end. So, yeah, I know they were the same person, but she got under my skin a lot And so it was great to kind of like take that out on her, but at the same time I kind of felt like I wasn't taking it out on the same person. Not a criticism at all, because her design was freaking awesome and so disturbing, and oh god, it was so good, so good. Bloody Mary and being Bigby Wolf, I think those are the highlights for the game to me. So yeah, I think that's about all I had to say on this. You know what, actually? Big Fables. Yeah, we got stuff. What's this? We got stuff to do. Bigby's true form is that of a giant 8-foot wolf, in addition to his iconic huff and puff power. He has also inherited other abilities from his father, the North Wind. Really? For example, Bigby is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long period of time, making it impossible for him to drown. Oh, well, amusing tidbit which never came up. Mary's loyalty, part of the job. Began working for... She looks kind of sad there, actually. Kind of weird. All this broken glass in there. She looks just so... She looks like an assault victim, but that's kind of who Bloody Mary was, wasn't it? It was a woman who was murdered. I don't know. Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased, as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely, and would defend the Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. We go back a little second. Do we have an actual entry on her? Yeah, we do. I remember it. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Here she is. Oh yeah, the true history. But after this, after seeing this, where the hell is she? There she is. After seeing this design here, she looks like she was, quite frankly, brutally murdered with a mirror, and now she haunts mirrors. And that's... The Bloody Mary legend kind of involves something like that, or at least I've heard a version of it that does. There are certain characters you encounter in video games which stay with you for a good long time, and she will be one. Bye bye, Bloody Mary. I beat you. Fabletown Justice. When a criminal is captured in Fabletown, the traditional procedure is to hold a formal hearing in front of the community or concerned parties. However, exceptions are often made to expedite the process. In reality, there aren't any hard and fast rules for these types of situations, and the extent to which policies are upheld can depend on who is being charged. Yep. New Order, Snow White in charge. With Crane out of the picture, Mayor Cole has officially appointed Snow White as the Director of Operations and Deputy Mayor in his absence. Many would say this promotion was a long time coming, since she was instrumental in the establishment of Fabletown and personally ensured that many Fables made it to New World safely. She's also been doing the work of Deputy Mayor unofficially for years. I'm Sheriff Bigby. What's this? What's this funeral placard malarkey? Why? After fleeing the homelands, Bigby Wolf spent many years wandering through Europe. With a Fable colony quickly developing in the New World, Snow White and Feathertop tracked down the wolf and offered him passage to Fabletown. He agreed, and Snow cut him with a lycanthropy-stained knife to give him the power to change into human form at will, really. I think a commenter might mention that at one point or another. Spoilers. Bigby became sheriff of Fabletown under King Cole's administration, but because of his violent past, many Fables didn't trust him, and he was banned from ever setting foot on the farm. To this day, he struggles to redeem himself in the eyes of the community. Yeah. Well, as I say, I love being Bigby Wolf. Favorite part of this game is stepping into those shoes. And now it's over, and it's been great. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, everybody. And I will see you in the next episode of whatever it is I'm playing.